Join the Syndicate Toy Hunters Facebook group, link in the description.
T-Man 978 Chill Review.
Hello everyone, welcome to another chill comparison review. This time it's Sasquatch from the Deadpool Sasquatch Build-A-Figure wave and Sasquatch from the Apocalypse Series ToyBiz Marvel Legends wave. Using the power of Wikipedia, I found out that Sasquatch here, Walter Lankowski, has a crazy history. He was trying to recreate Bruce Banner's gamma radiation incident and wound up opening a mystic rift and let a beast named Tanarak pass through, which took over his body and made him turn into this form right here. But a goddess Snowbird realized that he was one of those mystic or one of those ancient beasts, and it was her job to rid the earth of those beasts. So she wound up fighting him and relieving him of this beast form, which left him with no body, and he had to inhabit, like, I guess it must be a robot suit. Then Snowbird was killed, and his soul was able to possess her body, and she was becoming like the albino Sasquatch, so a white version of this Sasquatch right here. After he possessed the body, when he went back to his human form, he realized that, oh, he's still a woman. So after some time went by, Snowbird's spirit, I guess since she's a goddess or whatever, she was able to come back and rid him of the female body, give him back his original body, and he was able to go back to his original orange color. He's super strong, can jump super high, and has superhuman invulnerability and whatnot. But let's get to these figures. I don't have a turnstile, but as you can see, one is quite slender and one is super duper beefy. They both have like this loincloth fur conveniently covering their booties and their junk. This one has slightly longer loincloth fur, so maybe he has more to hide up under there. The fur is very detailed, but it looks way more like real hair on the ToyBiz version, like all over the body, whereas the Marvel Legends Hasbro version looks more like a big beefy man with some fur here or there. And as you can see, there's more color variation with this one, whereas he's one more cohesive color scheme. The feet on the Build-A-Figure, as you can see, they're more hand-like. Even the big toe looks like a thumb, so it's way more hand-like right there, whereas these are just big feet. And that's what they look like on the bottom. No peg holes. The hands, he has one fist. They did paint that thumbnail right there, very dark thumbnail. I really like that. Whereas these look more or less like skinny ape hands. The fingernails aren't really painted like that. Here's a close-up on the Build-A-Figure's face, where he looks very, very neutral, really. You can't tell whether he's angry or what he's thinking about. It just looks like he's just staring off into the distance. Well, up close you can see more of the hair texture throughout the body, so it's not completely bald looking like I was suggesting. And look at that joint. Why did they give it a dark brown joint right there? I'm just realizing that. The ToyBiz version has more of a rage face, which I guess if you want to put him in a more of a fighting pose or whatever, that would make sense. But I guess that's your only option because he always looks angry. Truth be honest, I kinda wish this one might have had like a more neutral face, given the fact that he doesn't look all brawly and beefy like this guy right here. Here are their side profiles right there. Here's the back of their mane. As you can see, the fur pattern goes to his back, but over here on the ToyBiz, that doesn't really happen. But here's a more detailed look at the back of his fur. So he's definitely, I guess, more hairy looking. You might be able to tell that the ToyBiz version has way more points of articulation, but that doesn't necessarily mean it can articulate better. So let's get into it. His head, the Build-A-Figure, is on a peg, is on the bottom of the neck. Let me pop the head off. So the peg is down here and it's on the hinge. So it can look down, but can't really look up that much. And it can rotate and look down. But the mane definitely stops it from being able to look up a tremendous amount, but he is capable of looking up, as you can see right there. The ToyBiz one is on a more traditional hinge where the peg goes up into his head. He can look up a lot and look down, but it leaves his hair up in the air looking kind of weird. I guess for an action pose with him falling down, that would be good. He has some head pivot. And of course, he can look left and right. But looking left and right makes his head look up, so that's inconvenient. Shoulders on the Build-A-Figure can go out that far. And of course, it can rotate around. ToyBiz, they can go out 90 degrees, which is good. And of course, rotate around. This one has no butterfly joint, but this one does. So the arms can go back a tiny bit and come forward, but it doesn't really add too much to the articulation because the arm doesn't really crunch in front of itself. So yeah, that's a wasted effort, really. I mean, it is good for swiping out, I guess, but yeah, wasted effort to me. Bicep rotation. Bicep rotation. Single jointed elbow. That gives you less than 90 degrees right there. Double jointed elbow. That gives you way more than 90 degrees. It doesn't have wrist swivel, but it has forearm rotation right there. The hand can go out like that, come in like that. So for standing on the hands or whatnot, or slapping up against something, that is some definite good articulation right there. Each one of these fingers is individually articulated. Unfortunately, the thumb isn't individually articulated, but here's some detail on his palm right there on the inside. Oh, you can make him have a fist a little bit. This one might be a little bit better because the thumb actually closes in more. Over here, you don't get forearm rotation, but you get the wrist rotation, and the fist goes in and out. And of course, this open palm hand goes in and out. Here's the detail on the inside of his palm right there. The inside of the fingernail is not painted. Ab crunch, can crunch in that much. Crunch back a lot. Ab crunch over here, can crunch a whole lot. And go back a whole lot. Waist rotation, it's under this loincloth right here, so that might throw you off, and that's what he looks like underneath of there. Waist rotation, your regular Hasbro Marvel Legends waist rotation. Leg can kick up, can kick back but out to the side, and hips can kick out that much. Over here, they have the old ball hingy joints, so it does kick forward, thank goodness. You don't have to readjust things, and it kicks out to the side way far, so you can get the full Van Damme. And let's see, let's give it to him. He can get the full Monty. Thigh rotation, and since this is a Build-A-Figure, these things will pop off on you. Look at that, look at that. That's one bad thing about this. They come off very easy. And as you can see, it's like a subtle color variation. Well, not subtle. It's sort of like the thighs are darker than up here. The hips are darker than the thighs, so that might be unfortunate. Knee bends. Oh boy, I gotta take points away from him for that. Knee bends this much on his double jointed knees. Over here, double jointed knees go all the way up. He can kick himself in the butt. He has a shin rotation right there, or boot cut. No boot cut over here, but the foot can go back, foot can go forward, And it has ankle pivot that's kind of towards the front, so you know how that is. Over here, the foot can go back only a tiny bit. Come forward, same tiny bit. It's like it's on a hinge up in there. And the ankle pivot, ToyBiz ankle pivot sucked. It was there, but it's not all that great. And he has toes that can bend up like that, so yeah. Size comparison. If there's anything else to mention, this feels like the current NECA stuff, how they make their toys now, where the body feels rigid and some of the joints just gets loose over time. Like the ankles are definitely more loose than I would like them to be. It was difficult to get them standing there without falling over. This guy feels like your typical Hasbro current day stuff. He's like your typical Build-A-Figure. Annoying thing, that thigh rotation, the thighs separate very, very easy, like super easy. That is annoying. But at the end of the day, I think both of these are still good action figures. I don't know who I'm leaning towards liking more, but I know everybody watching this has their own opinion, so tell me who you like better in the comments. Maybe I'll comment later on which one I like better. Anywho, thank y'all for watching this video. Until next time, T-Man978 out of here. Subscribe. Waist rotation over here. Your regular Marvel Legends waist rotation. His legs can kick up. You know what y'all should do right now? Click the videos. Click the videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click these videos. Click the videos. Click those videos, baby. Click the videos. You really should click those videos. Click that shit.